Hey y'all, it's Face. Shut up. Hey y'all, it's Face by Tracey, and welcome to another episode of Hookah and Dish. Hey y'all, so a quick PSA. This video is for 21 and up. This video does not promote any smoking for any individual who's under the age of 21, nor drinking or anything of that nature. If you don't like excessive talking, a little bit of curse words here and there, or any type of drinking and or hookah, this video may not be for you. So anyways, thank you, and on to the video. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? My name is Tracey, a.k.a. TraceFace, and welcome to Hookah and Dish. So, this is the first video of kind of giving you guys an introduction as to what Hookah and Dish is about. So I wouldn't necessarily call this like a podcast, but it's more of a space for me and whoever else wants to join to talk about relationships, to talk about culture, to talk about however you're feeling pretty much. These are completely my own, based on how I feel, based on my opinion. The purpose is not to sway anyone, to go against anyone else's opinions, or statements or feelings or whatever. These are simply just my safe space. And as a lot of people may or may not know, I enjoy hookah. And shout out to my girl for helping me name this segment. And, sometimes I do feel as though I'm not really heard because I've never really been like a super vocal person. So this is kind of like my outlet, right? This is kind of like my outlet. And, if I have something on my mind, I'm going to speak about it. And yeah, so who am I? Again, my name is Tracey. Many call me TraceFace, Trace, whatever. And I am a freelance makeup artist. Also, I am in school to become an esthetician. June 2022. I am 34. I am 34. I turned 35 May 2nd, right? Taurus. I am located in Massachusetts. Do I have any children? I have one child. He just turned 7, and yeah, that's it. My occupation. So right now, I currently work with children, school-age children, and again, I'm also a freelance makeup artist. I also am in school part-time, and then mainly on the weekends is when I have like majority of my clientele. Okay. Am I single? Yes, I am very much single. Very much single. Am I open to dating? I actually am open to dating. I just hit a lot of brick walls in terms of dating. And I feel like the dating pool has like feces in it. And you have a lot of people who are broken, realistically. Broken people who refuse to admit that they're broken, and then they also refuse to get help. I don't want to be the reason why someone gets it together. I want you to get it together for yourself, because at the end of the day, regardless if you have children, if it's someone that you love, like if you're not doing it for yourself, it's not authentic, because once that person leaves, once your children are gone, you're back to square one. So, do I have any siblings? So, I guess this can be, I'll probably share, it's not really my story to share, but I guess my version of events. So in 2006, I did lose my brother to gun violence, and he was my only living sibling. I do have another brother from my dad's side, but my dad passed away, when I was younger, so I don't know who he is. Anyways, on to the next. So someone asked me, how toxic is toxic? It's funny, me and my homeboy just had a conversation about this, and, in his head, being toxic involves like domestic violence, verbal and emotional abuse and things like that. I explained to him that it's not only a physical, it's not only abuse, but manipulation. You know what I mean? Telling someone you care, but your actions are showing different, lying, and like pretty much being super selfish, but expecting that person to stay is a form of toxicity. I don't care what anybody says. But I feel like everyone has like a little toxicity in them, and I think that's healthy. Like, no one's perfect. We're not looking for perfection, right? So it's okay to be a little semi-toxic, you know what I mean? Some people be forcing it, okay? Be forcing it. And then the follow-up question to that is, why are we normalizing toxic relationships? From a personal stance on this, pretty much all of my relationships were toxic. None of them were abusive, like physical abuse, but there was definitely like, I've dealt with narcissists. I've dealt with pathological liars, and I chose to stay because I didn't want to be alone. I chose to stay because in my head, I firmly believe that if I show them that I'm the good girl, I'm the supportive, I'm the day one, then they'll get it together. But I feel like that's also a form of being toxic, because you should know your worth at that point. So hold your head up high and don't be settling or doing foolishness just to be with somebody you don't even really like. You just like the attention. It's an extra warm body next to you. You know what I mean? So yeah. And the last toxic question is, personally, would I be in a toxic situation? So I was actually in a toxic situation / situationship. And again, because I kind of didn't want to be alone, I was believing this person's words, and it was very evident that their words was not matching their actions. I wasn't too confident in myself, and I firmly believe, like, this will get better. He's gonna see that I'm a good person. I know he doesn't want to hurt me and all this stuff. And I think my major toxic trait is making excuses for people. So even though he never blatantly said certain things, in my head I'm off rip making excuses for him, like, oh, he works a lot, or I know he cares for me, but he's busy, or he's tired. And it's like, yes, I understand, as adults we have children, we work, we have hobbies, we want to entertain our friends, we do different things. However, when you decide to make a commitment to somebody else, there has to be a even playing field, right? There has to be some type of mutual respect. Because if I'm not dogging you out, I'm not disrespecting you in any way, shape, or form, and my words are matching my actions, I expect the same from my partner. And excuses for this person's poor behaviors, and that's not okay. Also, another toxic trait is that I like a person so quick, but I can unlike you just as quick, because I'm like in the honeymoon phase. In my head, this is just a me thing. I'm in a honeymoon phase in my head, and once I see the person's true colors, once I see the person's true intentions, or I just may not flat out just like you as an individual, I will fall back heavy. I place blame on my failed relationships too, because for a very long time I wasn't vocal. I didn't tell people what I wanted. My standards were low. My standards were so low that what I expected from men was something that should have been mutual respecting. So my standards, I felt like, were really super low, like mad low for no reason. And I just didn't see myself worthy enough. So that was a lot. There was a lot that I needed to work within myself because I kept attracting the same type of men. And it was really frustrating. And I'm just like, yo, at this point, it has to be me because I can't keep crying wolf. And I keep putting myself in these positions, you know? So I had to kind of reel it back and see, like, okay, all these men have something in common. What role are you playing in these situations? Like, what are you accepting? What is it that make them feel comfortable enough to even do that? There's just certain things that your partner won't accept, so you're gonna straighten up and handle that. But that's if they really want to make it work. That's if they really want to be with you. And 9 times out of 10, if they don't fix it, then either they have a problem or they just don't care and they know that you're always going to be around. So why fix it if she ain't leaving? Why fix it if he ain't leaving? You know? Yeah, so I just want to say thank you guys for the continued support. And if you are in the Massachusetts area and you would like to get your face beat by me, you can head over to www.FaceByTraceMUA.com to book an appointment. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to hit me up. And down in the description bar, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, yeah, definitely link with me down in the comment sections. What do you think are some topics that, you know, you would probably want to hear my opinion on? Yeah, so I think that's it. And again, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!